Sebastian, welcome. Okay. I'm going to try and run Cram here while Henry's in a battle so I don't snipe him. I had this idea. It's a little bit crazy. I was thinking disarming voice on Florges, but we'll just go with it for now. Now I got to monitor Henry. Because as soon as he gets out of queue, I'm in danger of sniping him. Sebastian, you got soccer in a few. Thanks so much for stopping by, man. Appreciate you. First in chat. First time chatter, Marielle. OMG, first time I've caught you live. Let's go. Am I saying that right? Do you go by Mari? Man on the Planet with a sports commentary. Man on the Planet. I may decline it for the first Cramorant battle. Oh, like Marie versus Mari. Because I'll be confusing myself if I'm commentating while I'm trying to figure out how to play Cramorant. Okay, I got to get ready to hop out of this queue. We don't want to snipe Henry. He's like mid-battle. If I close the window, it's not a snipe. Because you got to react fast sometimes. Because there are times I'll like purposely queue while him or Axon are, they're in battle. But if you like wait, if you get distracted and you're in queue for, okay. Please don't tell me it's like on a delay. I'm going to air out seriously. Oh no. Fluffy Mantine. What a cute name. Seven. Okay, good start. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha, the Cramorant, it looks so goofy. It looks so funny. So now, if you guys haven't seen this yet, if you haven't been watching Henry stream, I have this little fish animation. So after they hit you with a chart attack, they take some damage. This is kind of a dumb shield, but we get more Cramorant shenanigans. Life is brilliant. So we get off the surf. Wait. So now if I fly, I stay in this form, right? I'm learning this myself. If I fly, I stay in the form, and I get a shield. Okay, he gets a nasty farm. But we have a Galarian Stunfisk. Yeah, I think if I surf again, I go back to the non-choking guy. I mean, we basically had like a 3v2 since they just let their Quagsire go at the start. Wow, they are fighting till the end. I respect it. We have multiple options of what to do here. He baits me. How could you? How could you do such a thing? I didn't bait you. Nice. Okay, Henry's mid battle. We have a little bit of time here to avoid the snipe. Jamie from Pallet, welcome in, sir. TK Shadow, hello. We have Snaby on the YouTube side. Welcome in, Snaby Gamer. Push, hello. Is he related to Cramorant? I thought of the same thing. I was going to nickname him Ja, actually. I was going to nickname him Ja. I'm like ready to exit Q. We don't want to snipe Henry. Well, theoretically, I don't think it's if it was to happen, it is kind of a snipe, but our teams are like pretty similar. Heidi asks, is it only when I switch out? I'm not sure exactly what you mean. When you switch out, you apparently you lose the choking form. Oh, okay. His game's just ending now, so he's about to queue. That's my Cram team. And I was trying to remember, I know Maweedle was running a Florges Sea King team. I don't remember what his third Mon was. I mean, his own Stunfisk is possible. I think it was actually Stunfisk. So I'm going to do exactly what I said I wouldn't be doing and go between Competitor Cup and new system. Once Henry ends his stream. Oh! He's playing Coconut Malt, who's in his chat. Another Q chance. Oh, you don't lose the form if you surf again. Okay, that's good to know. I guess I just assumed you did, because, like, more Pecco, you know? Here we go. Battle number 2. Speaking of more Pecco. If he takes this, he probably can't get to another. So he probably shields. Doesn't shield. Questionable decision by me. To cannon. We catch a drill peck here. The Morpeko's dry. It's kind of low. By doing this, at least we save a move on floors, which could be nice. Throw Rock Slide before the Beak Blast. Oh, he may save the Beak Blast. I could see him doing that. Shield. Goes in Fisk. But I have my Florges' move banked. He has to come in with the bird. The bird has a Beak Blast loaded. Oh, he lost count. He lost count. Oh my god. I got kind of lucky there. Or he assumed that I wouldn't throw because the catch was too obvious or something. Whoa, I got kind of bailed out. Two for two with Cram. Henry and I are literally 2 elo apart. If I queue, it's like almost a guarantee that I queue him. So I don't want to queue him. Pluto, hello. Sklumpy, welcome in. Sklumpy, you can't use the Cram. Why not? Why can't you use the Cram? Rusty, welcome in. Oh, he just queued the same person we queued. Let's go. Chat, my phone, I've been having an issue. I don't know if you guys have had this issue with any iPhone users, but my charging, as you see, like, is very sensitive. Like, the cord basically has to be, like, positioned in exactly the right spot. Otherwise, it, like, stops charging. It's kind of annoying. I don't know if there's any sort of, like, fix for that. Yeah, it's definitely the port, I believe, and not the cord. I've tried several different cords. It's kind of the same thing. Also, welcome in, Paul. Shadow Pidgeot's always kind of scary. Okay, it's not letting me throw my move. Bro! It's been a while since I've played new system. Everyone's been raving about how good it is. It just decided it wasn't going to let me throw any charge attacks. The annoying thing for me there, like obviously, but beyond the obvious annoyance is we could have potentially had a 3-0 chance here with Cram. We could have had a 3-0 chance with Cram, and now we get that opportunity taken away from us. I guess at least we'll see here that apparently we do stay in this form even after the it's unfortunate. Like that's a very we don't know what's in the back, but the game just gave him an entire free Pokemon essentially to farm down. So like we could have had a nice 3-0 start with the Cram, and the game's just like, no, let's upset Rise and make him sad. I'm gonna report that. I'm gonna report that in our server. Let's see. Reports. Roadkill, thank you for the follow. Charge attack button not activating. Rise to occasion versus use. Yeah. LSA. 5:11 p.m. Central Time. In lead matchup versus Florges versus Pidgeot. My charge attack buttons do not respond to activate to touch. Oh, I misspelled my name. All right. Report is in. Sag. Also, hey, Miss Cat. Let me catch up here. Miss Cat with the plushie redemption. Tiny speck of dirt in there. It's been like, progressively getting worse. I guess I could just Google like how to clean the charging port maybe, and that could help. Sklumpy, you're running Cram? Shadow Typhlosion, Shadow Hippo. Nice. What do you guys use to clean the port? Do you use like some sort of tiny... Is there a specific thing you use, or like... Because I feel like you're not supposed to stick stuff in there, right? They say that can make things worse. Compressed air or Apple Store. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll take it to the Apple Store then and see if it improves. Okay, Henry's in a battle. Sportscom reminder. And plushie reminder. I just have to try and make sure I'm not sniping Henry first is the problem. Oh, he's up. Okay, he's in Q. So if I Q now, I like guarantee Q against Henry. So our other team, I think we're going to do the Seeker and other Fisk. So two similar teams. Oh, we got a Q. Let's go. Back to Cram. Do I have a Lapras plushie? Ooh, you'll have to wait and see, Miss Cat, but... So literally, if I, like, push it back towards me, it charges. But if I was to let my finger go, it stops charging. Jamal asks, how does Cram work? That is a great question, Jamal. I'm still kind of figuring it out myself. But basically, when you throw the move Surf or Dive with your Cramorant, you change form where you're like choking on a fish or a Pikachu. And then the next time they hit you with a charge attack, you spit up back at them and you inflict 15% of their health as recoil damage. And then, Man of the Planet, you might know this. When you're below 50% and you enact this, they're also applied with a 2 times attack debuff. Is that correct? So I believe when you throw the Surf, when you're below 50%, then you also get them double attack debuffed when they hit you on the recoil. Henry's playing the same guy that I just lagged against to oblivion. Ooh, okay, here we go. Other sports commentary. Let's go, baby. Florges into Shadow Malamar Gym. This is a good start for Rise to Occasion, and the game is just not functioning for him, Jim. This is tough. This is not what you want to see. The game is not functioning for him. Very unfortunate. We're going to see Rise to Occasion now go into his Galarian Stunfisk. After losing so many fast attacks, we'll see if he can find a way to come back from this. But now he's got his Galarian Stunfisk in a good matchup against the Tinkaton. Tinkaton built up so much. It's a good thing he swapped out. And I'd imagine we're going to see Rise to Occasion look to overfarm here in this situation. And Rise to Occasion keeps on farming that. Malamar comes back and did store a move. Clever play from the opponent. Storing all that energy. Rise to Occasion going in with the Stunfisk here, Jim. Going for a big Earthquake. Stunfisk, throwback Pokemon. Able to connect on the heavy-hitting Earthquake. And actually going to stay in. Doesn't want to switch lock himself, perhaps. Stays in, goes for the full farm down. What is going to come in? It's going to be a ground type to answer this Galarian Stunfisk. It is going to be a Ninetales. Ooh. Interesting here, Jim. Ninetales comes in. Rise to Occasion firing off some energy. And going to actually get a shield here. And then eventually a catch with the Tinkaton. Now, is there any way Rise to Occasion can look for a farm down after this chilling water? Ooh, I don't think so. Still quite healthy. So Rise not going to invest it. Doesn't he know that this thing has Gigaton Hammer, Jim? Doesn't he know that? Doesn't he know Tinkaton's moveset? I think he does. But maybe what he's looking for here is to farm with the Cramorant. Farm with the Cramorant. You know that the Tinkaton is debuffed as well. So this energy is not all that threatening for your Cramorant. Going for a massive farm here. Cramorant eats the Gigaton Hammer, does a lot. But going for a massive farm down. Gets off the surf. And this is so much energy on the bird. You know, Jim, a wise man once said, bird is the word. And Rise to Occasion going to be showcasing that right here. Gets the win with the Cramorant, despite lagging for 95 turns in the lead. And gets the win. Let's go. Is bro going to be raiding Lunala? Dude, wait. I need Lunala still. Huh. Yeah, I need Lunala. Is that... That's tomorrow, okay. Yes. Yes, I will be there. Might mess up my stream schedule. Maybe tomorrow we'll have to do a later stream. Maybe tomorrow will be like an errand day. Take my phone to the Apple store. Maybe they can fix its charging problem. Dez is the best. Welcome in. Like, I have to... Look at this. It's not charging. And if I press, like, the thing more, it'll start charging. Then as soon as I take my finger off, it stops charging. Okay, Miss Cat, I will get to your plushie redemption. I promise you. I'm just trying to multitask a little bit and avoid sniping Henry. I'm sorry. But you know what? We have time here. Miss Cat, you there still? You there? Lapras plushie redemption? Look at that. Lapras is one of the cutest, ain't it? I'm going to set Lapras right up here. Lapras can chill. Also, the lovely Miss Carmander, welcome in. Good morning to you. Chat, I actually thought of a topic this stream. Carmander, we're actually running some Cramorant right now. We're 3-1, and our only loss was when we literally lagged for the first 9 seconds of the lead. Well, it wasn't the first 9 seconds. It was actually the last 9 seconds. And their Pidgeot just farmed down my Florges. When I was younger, people really passionately, like, hated on Nickelback, and I never understood it. Like, they've got a unique sound. But, you know, like Rockstar, How You Remind Me, like, I don't think those songs are that bad, you know? But people always hated on Nickelback and said they were, like, the worst band ever created. And I didn't understand why people disliked Nickelback so much. Not that I'm, like, a huge Nickelback fan or anything. But I just thought the hate was kind of, like, overstated. Tyreek, what's the current event in Pogo? Well, Cramorant just came out. I think it's some sort of, like, water event. Chobenhoff, welcome in. Wait, Henry just finished his queue. Oh, Shoot. Shoot. I see what's coming. I spoiled the surprise. Wild Gyarados? Did you get one, Chobanov? That's pretty exciting. Yo! Home Slice Henry with the massive raid. The massive raid. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you, as always. Chat. I saw Henry was having too much fun with this Cramorant in the Qs that he did get. And I know I've been saying, like, for the past week or so, the past week plus on my stream, I'm only doing Competitor Cup because I want to get used to Worlds. But I'm like, this whole Cramorant thing looks kind of fun. Yeah, dude. No, dude, I'm 3-1 this set. In my lost battle, I think I was watching your stream to avoid sniping you on the side. And the one battle I lost, I led Floridas into his Shadow Pidgeot. He threw an air cutter because it didn't let me throw first. And then it just continued to not let me throw my move. And his Pidgeot just farmed down my Florges. We got another sports commentary. All right. And then I lagged the next game too, but luckily I RPS'd him too hard, so it didn't really matter. Mitch, welcome in, my friend. Did I get a good Cramorant? I don't normally do this easily, TM. But for you, it's not bad. 0.56. Considering it's literally my only one, that's pretty good. Thomas Duarte, welcome in. Yes, Ja Cramorant. Before you guys came in from the home slice raid, I started the discussion. We had Nickelback playing. And I remember growing up, I feel like Nickelback got so much hate. People would always say they're like the worst band of all time. And I wouldn't consider myself like a Nickelback fan by any means. But I always thought, I just never understood like the hate. Like, I think they're a fine, rock band. Gmail, you want to see the Pikachu being thrown? Yeah, it is a funny little animation. Who got the best Cramorant here? I want to know who got the best one. Who got the rank one? I know Henry got an insane one. Henry, what rank is that? I guess I could look it up because I remember what IVs you said. You'll have some crams tomorrow. Yeah, I'll try to go to raid hour tomorrow. That'd be fun. Oh, so you're back, Paul. You're back from Wisconsin. Rank 23. Nice. Yo, G Meister, what's up, man? Any plans for San Fran? Not really, G Meister. Other than like the competition and stuff, obviously. But I'm not there for a prolonged period of time. I get in Wednesday night and I leave Monday morning, so I'm there mostly just for like the tournament days. You got back 2 days ago. Want to go back because you don't like the heat? Yeah. It has been a hot summer here in Texas. The Thief. Throw a chilling water first. Might get a shield here. No shield, but that's kind of fine. I think I will shield the first, because if I take an energy ball, I'm more likely to get baited. This way I force him to throw. I'll take this. Wow, Cram took that really well. And what we learned from our set so far is you can throw Surf again and you don't lose the Pikachu ability. For some reason I assumed like if you threw it again you'd go back. But no, you stay. Okay, he gets a sizable farm. And we RPS him. RPS, baby. I need to steal the Axon soundbite. I need Axon to send me the file. And if you're wondering, Rise, why are you running Galarian Stunfisk as opposed to regular Stunfisk? I mean, that's a fair question. It's a valid question, and I could send you like the 283 page report and analysis on why I'm running this Stunfisk, or I could just tell you, I thought it'd be fun. Clever play. So this game could potentially come down to whether Stunfisk wins cap. But at the same time, you cannot bank a Gigaton and a Bulldoze. He might be able to double up on Bulldoze here, though. I don't think Bulldoze gets me, though. Wow. Wow, really well played by the opponent. That was a very tough team comp for them. And they almost pulled that off. Really nice plays. I think I should have just committed to Chilling Waters, because if I go for double Chilling Water, I take that Bulldoze even better, and it's less close. Dratini. Druva is the new fish Pokemon available globally. I believe so. Or wait, are you not talking about Cramorant? Cramorant's not a fish. You're talking about the other thing. 3191. I feel like I've been at that exact number multiple times. Barrascuda, yeah. And apparently that thing is like super high attack weighted. I'm realizing I forgot the sports commentary. Come at me. I'm the worst. There's been a lot to think about here early on. I'm overstimulated. Also, my phone charging isn't working, which has got me kind of concerned. Apparently, I need to go to like the Apple store. Trivia. I've only got 2 hands, and one of them apparently needs to be holding my phone charger so it actually charges. It needs to be like exactly the right way. Bert, I want to build a Cramorant, but the one I got is 5, 13, 11. It hits 1482. Not sure I want to burn. Interesting. Yeah, I think that makes sense, right? Like if you get a pretty bad one, probably not worth building the first one like I did for my first Aegislash for content purposes. All right, I'm working on the trivia. If I rest the phone there, does it charge? It does. Nice. It ain't you, baby. Hmm. But I don't want nothing at all if it ain't you, baby. All right, it's gonna have to wait. I'm telling you, it's tougher than it seems to find trivia questions while in queue. Altaria. Okay. 4. It's letting me throw my moves. That's a good sign. Love when that happens. We're hoping he doesn't bait us. Nice. That's big. He's at 4 again. He's at 5. He surf baits. I'm going to throw chilling after 1. He's at 2. He's only 1 off surf. Feels kind of bad. Oh, God. Okay, this is pretty bad. I guess I should have caught on Stunfisk. Because now I just lose the game, unfortunately. And this is our first loss, Sag. Ah. Okay. He definitely had the move. I probably could have got away with Trailblaze as well. Bruh. The problem is, I think he barely takes a rock slide. He does have to switch, though. Sag. We lose. I guess he was just committing to like getting more energy and then it wouldn't really matter. I think he lives that rock slide with like 1 HP. I don't know. It's pretty close. Ah, I'm annoyed. I feel like I should have won that game. But I guess Melmetal's a pretty crazy core breaker in that situation. Because if I caught on Jelly with my Stunfisk, like that doesn't really do much good for me. I don't know. I think that's just a weird core breaker. Shields down. That was going to be tough to overcome. Chat's ruthless today. Isa's saying I never read the YouTube chat as I'm responding to him instantly. We've got multiple trivia redemptions. We've got a sports commentary redemption. My phone's not charging. I'm a little bit overwhelmed. I'm a little bit overstimulated. First trivia question. What is the longest river in the world? What is the longest river in the world? If you said the Amazon River, you are wrong. The correct answer is the Nile River. The Nile River. Remember that. The Amazon is considered the largest river. The Nile is the longest river. The next question. What is the capital of Canada? First person gets a prize. What is the capital of Canada? Canada City. That's funny. The correct answer. You guys are pretty good. A lot of you got it. But the first person to get it is the Joker with Ottawa. Ottawa, Canada. Here we go. Joker, your prize is me saying you are a beast. That is your prize. Mimikyu. 6. Okay, so we broke Mimikyu's disguise. Max out our energy here. Tink at 6. Mimikyu should be at 6. I wonder if he goes for Gigaton here. No, he bulldozes. Okay, I mean, it's probably... Okay, that was probably fine. I like freaked out for a sec, like it was some sort of glitch, but it was just a weird animation. Hmm. ABA Fairy. What's the third? Jelly. He throws instantly, so I think I just let it go. This is kind of scuffed, though. I might be cooked. Because can he just let this go and then get to a move with Mimikyu? GG. I needed to be within one of a move on Jelly, man. What the heck, dude? I'm so upset. I feel like those are. I don't know what's going wrong there. That felt like positive situations. I don't know. I don't want to make excuses. Um, but I do think what's possible there because I was very quick on the swap. No, I guess that makes sense because it's 15 mud shots, 15 fairy. So if he's only one ahead, but he would have to be. He'd only have to be one ahead. No, he'd have to be two ahead. My brain's not working. For him to get the third bulldoze off on my second earthquake, he would have had to be one ahead or two ahead. Yeah, what's up, Hebrew Hammer? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I don't want to be making excuses, but this phone charger thing is kind of distracting me because I've like found myself like worrying about it mid battle. That's annoying. We'll deal with it. I think what I'm going to do is when I rest it here, it seems to work. And I might just unplug it once the battle starts, so I'm not worried about it going in and out of charging during the battle. Okay, let's calm down. Obviously, I am just out of control right now. Nick 110, Rise, with all your traveling for tournaments, what's been your favorite city you visited for reasons outside of tournaments? Um, that's a great question, Nick. My mind immediately goes towards Japan. So the cities I went to were Tokyo. I got to visit Hiroshima. Yokohama was where the World Championships were, and then Osaka. And honestly, I think Osaka might have been my favorite city in Japan that we visited. Just because, like, I don't know, the nightlife was very bustling. There's like this long river you can walk along, which is very beautiful. I remember walking back to our Airbnb with Arrow at like 1 a.m. and after dinner and like a social and you know, I'm sure there's places in America, right? Like you could probably do that too, but you just felt so like safe, walking around at 1 a.m. People leave out their bikes and stuff on the street. I don't know. The food is obviously great. It's relatively inexpensive once you're there. All right, we're gonna unplug, so I'm not worried about the charging. Chester. Oh, I get a shield. That's pretty nice. And it's revealed I win CMP. So Misha's at 11. She baits. I've got a double boosted Florges, so I'm going to shield, throw a move at something. I feel like I live. Maybe it's close. Not that close. Let's say she's at 11, so she's at 6. So she still would need at least 3 Thunder Shocks to get to another move after this. Nice. Crazy team. But a very favorable lead for us. Misha always has the scary teams with Shadow Magnazones and funny core breakers. Always a little scary when you see her name. See if we can get the phone to charge temporarily. NR6, do you think Trailblaze is currently preferred on Floridas, or does it just fit this team better? I remember Henry saying he expects Floridas to be on Disarming. I was honestly like gonna run Disarming, and then I just decided Trailblaze. Like, I think I don't know. I think there's gonna be a lot of Altaria at Worlds, right? So I think for that reason specifically, Disarming Voice is just better. I think in GBL you see some more like Mud Boys, water types, where Trailblaze can be fun. I was actually going to run Disarming Voice with this specific line because you already have Cramorant for like Mud Boys, but we led into a Quagsire game 1 with Trailblaze and it landed, and I was just like, you know what? I'll keep it. Best player, by the way, thank you for the follow. It's a pleasure to have the best player in my chat. Easily TM, welcome in. Kingdra, hello. And yeah, Nick 110. Yeah, Japan was awesome. In terms of American cities, it's kind of crazy to think about like 2022 when the championship series started for Pokemon Go and I started attending a lot of regionals, like just how many cities I've been to in the States now. Definitely went to a lot of states for the first time. You know, Vancouver was memorable, although it was very rainy when I was there. I thought Vancouver was really cool. Been to Toronto a few times. Knoxville. I didn't get to see a whole lot. First time in Pittsburgh was cool. I didn't realize like the geography of Pittsburgh, how hilly it is. It feels like the whole city is just like on a hill. What else? Seattle I've been to now. Portland I went to the first time. Portland's a little bit crazy. Seattle's pretty cool. I am going somewhere new next month. Pretty exciting. Should I leak it, Carmander? Somewhere even further than Knoxville, Tennessee. RTG Dallas, welcome in. I've already linked it on stream, by the way. Last time I streamed, I mentioned it. Louisville. Yeah, I went to Louisville for the first time. Clodsire 45. Welcome in, Clodsire. How does Cramorant work? So, my understanding. And Man of the Planet, I think he answered my question earlier, but I missed it. Man of the Planet, I'm so sorry. I've got too many redemptions sometimes. The redemptions make it overwhelming for me. Okay. So Cramorant has access to Surf and Dive. And those two moves specifically, when you throw it, you change form, which is basically the same, except you're swallowing a fish if you're over 50% health when you throw the Surf. So then when you get hit back by a charge attack, you spit back and inflict 15% recoil damage to your opponent's health, if that makes sense. When you're below 50% and you throw a Surf, you have the Pikachu in your mouth, which is the same thing, except you also debuff their attack by 2 stages. Is that correct? That's what I was asking earlier. You also debuff their attack by 2 stages? Hawks Forever says hello from Seattle. Okay, so we got it right there. We got it right. It is a little bit confusing. All you really need to know for the most part is when Cramorant throws Surf or Dive, if you hit it back, you take 15% recoil damage. So you want to try to farm it down if possible. It seems to be, that's a great question, RTG Dallas asks. It seems to be irrespective of typing of debuffs or buffs. It's always just 15% of their total HP. So if we took a Pokemon that had 100 HP exactly, it'll always be 15 HP. Correct, Big Turv. Yeah, you could throw a move at it and lose the game. You could also get a Simul KO and tie the game that way because you might be forced to throw at it before you go down. But yeah, it is kind of cool that this whole game, this whole travel, this game has kind of allowed me to travel across the world. I've been fortunate to get, travel awards for the past like 4 international championships, and every single year I've been able to get the travel award for the world championships, which is kind of crazy. So I'm very fortunate in that regard. Something that I never really thought of as being like my thing, my full-time career, and all the people I've gotten to meet, all the travel, all the cities, all the places, all the experiences, the fun nights going out after a win, the somber nights in my hotel room after a loss, and then going out to see people and cheer myself up. The commentary. It's been a pretty crazy journey, and I'm very thankful for it. And yeah, we'll see where it goes from here. Claude Sauer asks, do I think I can win Worlds? Easy claps. It's a tough question to answer, right? Because I tend to be very like realistic. And to me, winning Worlds is it's such an extremely difficult task. The short answer to your question, do I think I can win Worlds, would be yes, because I think on any given day, I can compete against anybody in this game, and I have the ability to do that. And but at the same time, I just have so much respect for so many players. It's like a weird thing to say. Especially with this year's Worlds, we have more players than ever before. We've got like 354 players or something like that. Bastionite, if you were to commentate at a regional, who would you want as your co-caster? Bastionite, you're going to get me in trouble. That's a tough question to answer. We've got so many great commentators these days that there's a lot. I always like. Have I commentated twice with anybody? I feel like in my commentary career, I've been with someone different almost every time. Yo, you guys remember this song? This is a throwback. Yeah, I will say, in my personal opinion, Butters is my personal favorite commentator out of all of our and we have so many commentators that I love and are great, but Butters, I think his level of hype is just kind of unmatched. And the way he's able to just like, conduct interviews and have fun and kind of like create entertainment out of nothing, I think is kind of unmatched. Um, so Butters has always been my number one. Obviously, Home Slice is extremely, extremely good at commentary because not only does he bring the hype, but he's incredibly good at this game and he puts in like prep work too and studies, and he'll come knowing specific matchups and break points and bulk points. And I think as a commentator, one thing that he does really well that you want to be really good at is like you want to cater to the more casual crowd, and explain things that are complex in like a more simple manner. But you also want to do enjoyable things, say like things that are enjoyable for the high level players. And there have been times listening to Home Slice that he'll bring up a certain matchup or something. And I'd like to consider myself, a high level player. And I'm like, oh, like I didn't know that. I didn't know about that break point or, one thing that he brought up a lot a few seasons ago, 2025 season, was, like the Shadow Dusk Noir HP in the mirror. And you need a certain number of HP to get to a second Shadow Punch before getting farmed down, things like that. So, like, very technical stuff. Um, so yeah, Butters, Home Slice. We got so many great commentators. Like, I could name off 10 different people. I think Soph is like one of the best commentators we have. I always enjoy listening to her. Um, I think both I think both of us are kind of um, we're not are at least we're not known as being like the most hype. I like to try and bring the hype because I know I'm naturally more of a reserved personality. So when I commentate, I consciously will like bring the energy up a notch more than I'm like even comfortable with because my natural personality is more reserved. So I'm not like putting on a character or anything like that, but like I'm consciously upping my energy. Um so like I think Soph is so good. I just don't know if we're like the best pairing together because um I think me with someone like Butters or Home Slice is great because they help bring me up a notch. And I feel like I'm capable of doing that on my own, right? Like I think Soph and I would be a great duo as well. I would just have to turn myself up maybe like two notches. Um, but yeah, Butters, Home Slice, Soph, probably my three favorite commentators. But we've got so many good ones. So I don't want to like just like keep naming off names because then like if I don't say certain names, like it feels like I'm leaving people out. But yeah, Caleb and Butters are such a good duo. Obviously, Speedy is like the goat. Unlock my sports commentary. Well, the sports commentary redemption has turned more into like a meme. It's turned more into like a Marvin Jim meme. Cause um looks like we're in an ad break. I might wait for a sec before the ad break goes away. And it's pretty crazy how soon the new season is going to start after Worlds. How Baltimore is what, like September 19th or something? So Worlds happens not this coming weekend, but next weekend. And then Baltimore is already in like 3 weeks from that. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, one thing I was going to say was, so I didn't get added until I got added, the very end of the 2024 season was when I got my first casting opportunity. And I did hear like just kind of like some words, word of mouth behind the scenes that like one reason maybe I wasn't added until, you know, what was that, the fourth season? The end of the fourth season was from watching like my stream. I'm not the most like, you know, yelling, screaming, hype personality. I'm a little bit more chill. But my thing is like when you're commentating a live event, you're not going to have like the same level. It's not the same thing, right? Me playing my GBL sets, chatting with you guys isn't going to be like the same thing as commentating a live event, right? You bring a different level of energy to that. So yeah. And I think I was able to to show that when I had my debut in Indianapolis and got some compliments, and I was with Caleb, and Caleb was an awesome first partner to have because he's very good. And he was even like that. Like I think he was surprised, like the level of hype and energy. And sometimes when I've watched Home Slice's stream, I think he's referenced and some people have asked, like, didn't Rise study sports broadcasting in college? And not exactly. I studied digital media, like broadcast journalism in college, which isn't really sports casting. It's more so like, reporting journalism. But while I was in university, um, I was like our student broadcaster for our athletic program. So kind of on the side as like a hobby, as an interest, I was able to broadcast like hundreds of different sports games because it was a big passion of mine. So it wasn't like I specifically, it's not like that's what my degree was in per se, but kind of in the same sort of realm. Does all this talk of competing mean you ain't casting worlds? Or I said that wrong. No, I'm just yapping. I'm just yapping because it's a fun topic and I'm stuck in queue times. I am very much competing. The casters were already announced like last week. Thank you, by the way, precast for the follow. Focus Me More says, can't wait to see you flunk out round one. That's not a very nice thing to say. I hope I don't lose round one. I'd like to go a little bit further than that. No, Chobanov. Zionic is not casting. It was announced publicly already, so we can say it's an amazing squad. You've got Speediest Chief and Amanda Lundberg. You've got Caleb and Butters. You've got Home Slice Henry and Lou the Pikachu. And you've got Tomahawk as the host. Ooh, Fortress. Now, from my Competitor Cup games, people are normally pairing this with Carbink in the back. Okay. But there's nothing to be afraid of, even when the night changes. I think he like barely lives a surf, right? Even though that would give me the recoil. He lets it go. Oh, wow. Yo! Luke with the raid. Thank you so much, Luke. This is pretty good. 8. Seems very possible he might bait us here. Yeah, nice bait. Oh. GG's. Yo, Luke, thank you so much for the raid, man. I appreciate you. SS Thorn, welcome in. At a certain point, we may have to retreat back into the Competitor Cup. But we're only on set number 2, right? So let's try to get 2 sets in with the cram. Let's try to cram in 2 sets. I still have a sports commentary I never did, right? I'm the worst. All these topics that you guys are asking me about, you've got me yapping about random stuff. We're in queue time land. I'm blaming this one on you guys. You guys are asking me too much introspective questions this stream. But I will try to remember. Fosco, welcome in. Aaron, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate you. Command says, wishing love all the way from the Philippines. Yo, let's go. Shout out to the Philippines. I was actually looking at analytics before my stream, and you know what's pretty crazy with this whole global Pokemon community is 48% of my viewers are from the United States. So only, it's like, it's still a sizable percentage, but less than half of my total viewers are from the US. Kind of just shows you how global the game is. Yo, Wookie, dude, I missed your message. I hope you're still there on YouTube, but you got a Shundo Diancie today from completing your research? Dude, that is so awesome. I hope you're still here since I missed that. Nick110, what's a story you've always wanted to tell on stream but never had an opportunity to say? Yikes. You're putting me on the spot, Nick. Still here. Let's go. Congratulations, dude. Shundo Diancie. A story that I've always wanted. This is like when reporters will like put like an athlete on the spot, be like what's your best joke, or what's a crazy story you have about this player that just retired, and they're like, I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that. I'm interesting to listen to. I appreciate that. I was worried I was boring you guys too much with my talking about casting and college and travels. Here we go. Firo. Not the best matchup, but not too bad. What usually happens is they don't bother shielding the first because they're like, oh, it's just that chilling water, most likely. Oh. This is kind of rough, but we are here. He needs 2 moves still. The Firo left immediately, right? So the Firo's dry. Dang it. I guess I let it go, and I don't like it. Catches on the Firo. This is so bad. This is so bad. And I'm going to get locked against Trode. Trode's at 4. Maybe I get the farm down, though. that my only play? Hmm. Problem is, Florges is just so low. I think my Florges is in body slam range. And he just doesn't take enough recoil damage for me to do anything. His attack does harshly fall, though. He's going to be 3 times debuffed here. But I think he throws the Shadow Ball, right? So it's still going to knock me out. Sag. Good game. I think the main thing I could have done there would have been like Earthquake the Electro, but that's more of like a 50-50 call. I thought he was going to invest in it more. Four, 1, 2, 3. I think I definitely had like 2 winnable games there, and the other 2 maybe not so winnable. I'll queue back up here. Yeah, it was a pretty crazy no shield, right? Considering they had so much energy, and my answer wasn't really an answer, so a little bit sus. But they also could have just been thinking like, "Oh, I'll save shields for my Firo." Yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea. Go to some Comp Cup now. We got in our 2 sets with the Cram Meister. See if these Qs are any better. I am too, Claude Sire. I am too. Bang. Quick Q. Sports commentary. Rise to occasion. Jim, Rise has been under extreme controversy lately, as he has been forgetting the sports commentary over and over. But he is back, and back with a vengeance, running the Sea King. The floppy fish Pokemon. Yeah, he's going from bird to fish. Really loves these sea creatures, Rise to Occasion does. And now we see the Sea King against the Feraligatr. Marv, tell me a little bit about this matchup. Sea King, Feraligatr, who do you prefer here? I think you have to, like Sea King's ability to hit for those neutral drill runs. The problem is Shadow Feraligatr is such a menace. It still can output a lot of damage with that Hydro Cannon. See how much that does. Wow. Lots of damage from that Hydro Cannon. We're seeing Sea King go for another drill run, but here's the scary thing here. If you're Rise to Occasion, Jim, you don't have an easy way to get rid of this Feraligatr. You see him swap in the Florges. Now Feraligatr going for a charge attack. He aggressively swaps the Florges, but he knows that there's a Sandslash just sitting there waiting for his Florges. And this is not good at all, but he does at least have that neutral hitting Chilling Water. Going to debuff the attack. Going to make it so the damage not quite as oppressive against his Florges. And it's going to take a move here. This is not looking great for Rise to Occasion. He's going to try to find a way out of this right now. But it is debuffed. Florges takes the Ice Punch fairly well. And you see Rise to Occasion over-farming quite a bit. Is there any way this second Chilling Water threatens the knockout? That would be massive for Rise to Occasion. It does knock out the Sandslash. Now, do we see that Feraligatr come back in? No, it's actually the Azumarill. And if you're Rise to Occasion here, you got to be really careful because this Azumarill could have access to Hydro Pump. We see the swap into the Unova Stunfisk. And we've seen this situation before where Hydro Pump does an incredible amount of damage to Azumarill. And you also have to remember that Feraligatr is still lurking in the back. Azumarill gets off the charge attack. This could be the Hydro Pump. And it is. It barely knocks out. Rise, he doesn't throw his move. What is he doing? He didn't throw. Comes back in with the Sea King. But unfortunately, the Sea King is going to be too low here to do what Rise needs of it. As the Azumarill gets the bubble down. Florida's just a little bit too low. And that is going to be all she wrote for Rise to Occasion. A close game. Maybe could have pulled off a few different plays there. Maybe if he throws immediately with a Stunfisk, it changes things. But Azumarill too strong. I beat him yesterday, and I had a really nice play where I Icy Winded the Azu. And I'm thinking, what if I Chilling Watered it there? Would that have won me the game? Because if I Chilling Water it, maybe he swaps into Gator and I get more farm? I don't know. Maybe. Lurks, nice job, buddy. You are too good. Lurks, did I play you yesterday when was that you when I Icy Winded the Azu to win with the Thievel? Gotcha. Well, thank you for the GG this time when you kicked my butt. Well played. B Knox. Remind me your question. Was it recent or should I scroll back for it? Would you mind just re-asking me? I'm not seeing it in my immediate vicinity. Jay plays crazy. What's the best team to have for the Great League? If you figure it out, Jay, let me know. Let me know the best team. My chat's just teasing you, Lurks, since I always joke how it's always the games I misplay or lose pretty firmly. I get the GG'd. Versus, I was really proud of that game yesterday where we Icy Winded Azu to make the difference to barely win with the Stunfisk after taking the Hydro Pump. I thought that was a good one, but obviously that might be biased on my part. B Knox, yeah, I haven't played in 4 years, but really want to see if I can get a Pikachu Libre. Should I build a few teams, or can you recommend I can just keep playing and try to learn all matchups Or is it hard to get to 3K? Yeah, I mean, Legend is Legend is definitely tough, especially these days. Like everyone has gotten better, so there are really solid players in the 2500s, 2700s. My advice would be just I think watching content creators helps. Watching your It's Axons, your Home Slice Henrys of the world, learning from them, maybe taking some of their teams, maybe running teams that counter their teams because other people might be copying their teams. Yo, Grenade, Bruno Mars. Newlander, thanks you. I'm glad you liked the polo. Nick, I've battled Rise twice. Sometimes at the very start of the new season, I'll try it as best as I can, and sometimes get matched on my fourth or so set. Nice. Big Turv remembers. It does ring a bell. Me saying maybe like double Ice Beam was the play instead of one Hydro Pump yesterday. But this time Lurks gets me, hits me with the immediate, instantaneous GGs. Not yesterday when I was proud of my play. It happens. Do I watch the anime? I used to. I haven't watched the anime in quite some time. Did it freeze? No. It did not freeze. We are just stuck in queues. Lurks, I'm just asking for consistency. That's all I'm asking for. I'm just asking if we're going to get instantaneous GGs only after losses. Yo, the Shiny Thief. Oh, this pain. Take a bullet straight through my brain. It's really tempting to swap Seeking here, but like giving up my boost feels like a bad thing. So I'll stay. Yes, I would die for you, baby. But you won't do the same. Ugh, that was so dumb of me. Five? I'm kind of throwing. That was really, really sloppy endgame by me, but looks like we should be fine. I don't know what I was thinking. In my head, I was thinking like I didn't want to switch lock myself, but like that was just so bad. Allowing that huge sucker punch down. Yo, you're back, Henry. What's up, dude? Did you get the Cram video done already? Coop! Yo, Big Turf, you don't have to keep harping on it with oh she okay. Dude, it's always Earthquake when I don't want it to be Earthquake. He throws after 5, so he's at 6. At least he's debuffed, so the Earthquake will do less, because it's always Earthquake when I don't want it to be Earthquake. Nice. The Thief. This game is far from over. Whoa. You guys remember this song? This used to be on the radio like all the time. Okay, this is kind of nice in a way. I think I'm actually going to go Seeker. Ooh. And we're getting him close to chilling water range. He probably goes Licky here. Or not. Nice. Licky's got a lot of energy, but I have a move loaded on Florge. He has the Shadow Ball here. I should live Body Slam. I think I Chilling because I'm one off. And hopefully this Chilling prevents a single move from knocking out. But I might have also just thrown because I lost track of energy. Nice. So that was like smart and dumb at the same time. Smart because my idea of a Chilling preventing the single move knocking out did end up working. But I probably could have also just thrown one Fairy Wind if I was on point with my counts. Edgar! You're here! Welcome in, Edgar. The hippie, hello. Yo, what's up, Coop? GG's, man. I will see you soon for the world's adventure. And I think Kaiser was giving some good advice, Beanox. Because Kaiser, I think I saw your tweet, Kaiser, right? You hit Legend this season after coming back for the first time in a while. So, like, if there's any old mons that you're comfortable with, I think that can be a big deal. I think, like, comfortability with a team is definitely a big thing. Rob Smith Sports Commentary, a rare, immediate sports commentary where Rise sees it in time, Jim. We are off. It's a wonderful day here in the Go Battle League. You know, Rise, again, always involved in the controversy, was commenting on Lurk's instantaneous GG after a tough loss, saying how yesterday Rise had a great win, didn't get the GG. Lurk's getting into an altercation with some Rise supporters. Rise, he was trying to de-escalate it, Jim. He was trying to de-escalate the situation. It seems like it's still going on in the chat. I think, you know, I speak for all the fans and the commentators. We'd like to just move on, you know, to GG or not to GG. That is the question. They've been writing about it for decades. But Rise, if we get into the action here, a Florges against a Mantine. Now, this is interesting. Rise going down 2 shield. Do not try this at home, folks. Going down 2 shield, that is a extremely questionable decision by Rise to Occasion. And in comes a Clodsire. Now, he is double boosted. It'll be interesting to see what Rise decides to do here. Does he continue to stay in? Throws this double boosted Chilling Water. Throws another one at the Clodsire. This is crazy. What am I even looking at right now? There's another Chilling Water. Connects onto Clod and then catches a move. Would have probably preferred to catch this on the Stunfisk, right? That would have been resisted. But catches it on the Sea King instead. Takes it quite well. And uh-oh. That is not what he wanted to see. The Electrode. And a 2-shield Electrode is a very scary proposition for Rise to Occasion. Probably would have liked to throw that Drill Run earlier as well. But I think he wanted to avoid the Electrode from farming even more energy. Goes for a charge attack here. And this looks very difficult for Rise to Occasion. Jim, I don't know how he gets his way out of this. But we're going to see Electrode potentially go for the sweep here. And this is the danger, right, of going down 2 Protect Shields in the lead. Is you leave yourself vulnerable to this type of situation. And Rise will get a massive farm down here, but the problem is the opponent, right, clearing their debuff has put themselves in a situation where 2 energy balls should be enough to knock out the Unovan Stunfisk. And, you know, the sports commentary curse continues. Rise's win rate in these sports commentaries has not been great as of late. He will look to turn around the stats, but right now it is Electrode's day. And Electrode gonna take the win. Edgar, you're at work watching the stream. Nice. Slow day for you too, Crunchy Milk. Well, I'm glad I can hang out with you. Did I feel like we won a sports commentary earlier? Or am I tripping? Was it the first one? How do I win that game? I mean, we are just really weak to Electrode in general. The one with the showcase of Plush Redemption. Oh, what a throwback. I love this song. Now, giving Charja such a head start here, I feel like Charja could actually flip this potentially if he wants to start like shielding mud bombs. But the thing is, both of my other Pokemon don't mind Annihilate. Yeah, I'm just going to fire both of them. Put them into a farm down range. Oh. Debatable whether I should have thrown Trailblaze first. He's at 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I wasn't gonna shield, but now I'll shield because now he'll combo play with the Charja. Rise kind of throwing. He's got a lot of energy. I think we should be okay, hopefully, because he's debuffed. So I'll have to throw both, and then hopefully Florges can sweep, but I played this pretty sloppy yet again. Oh. Seaking should win, Cap. I admire the fight of these GBLers. That was like a pretty RPS team comp for us, but he fought it till the bitter end, made it kind of uncomfortable for me. 3-2. Ty Bland, welcome in. Saint, we got in 2 sets with the Cramorant earlier. So on the YouTube side, can scroll back and watch if you want, but the queue times got to be pretty rough for us, so we are back to Competitors Cup, at least for now. Was that only set number 3? I think it might have only been 3. No, there's no way. We can't be 2 hours in and only done 3 sets. Yo, is that you, Volcano? GG's, man. That was a tough team comp for you, but I appreciate it. I was saying you played that well considering the disadvantage of the teams. Maybe I'll actually shield. It's kind of crazy, but I keep myself super healthy, or this fist becomes annoying. He does get off a parting twister. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe with the debuff I can live EQ and get to another. Oh, he messes up. I guess it probably would have knocked out anyway. And this is fine because we get a head start with Sea King. Where do I go? Florge. Because it doesn't really matter. Pretty RPS. Not a whole lot they could do there. Not a whole lot they could do. I'm feeling bad because I feel bad that Lurks feels bad in the chat when it really wasn't a big deal. Whoa. Rise is something like a 2-17 win-loss against me? Really? Is my record that bad against... Dang, you have my number? Or did you mean it the other way? 2-17 is crazy. Oh, okay, the other way. Got you. Lurks, you're totally good. You seem like a really nice guy, so I'm sorry if I upset you in any way. I'm kind of infamous for my little, like, my little GG pet peeves, but I think it's more so just a me problem. So I hope you don't take it the wrong way. And honestly, it was a really close game. It honestly was a good game, even though I had like a tough lead. I think I had win conditions there too. So I hope all's good. Scout, hello. Yo, Rise, why is Dallas so hot? I don't know. It's like 104 degrees. What's this song? Oh, Thorn had the plushie redemption. Let me get out of here for a sec. Thorn, thank you for patiently waiting with the plushie redemption. I've also been distracted. As I mentioned to you guys earlier in the stream, my phone has been having issues charging. Like, I can't get it to charge unless it's like perfectly. There needs to be like active pressure of the cord into the phone. So it's like, it's definitely distracting me a little bit. Anyway. Thorn, I have the perfect one. Thorn, I have the perfect one for you. Wooloo. Look at that. Wooloo. The little sheep. What a cutie. Thorn's favorite D-Max attack. Yeah, I've tried like cleaning it with like a little paper clip, but I don't know if I just ended up making it worse because it feels like it's getting progressively worse. Out of Kazam. Like right now, it's not even charging at all. That is not good. I need my phone. I don't really know this matchup. He's at 5. Like I could throw, but it's not going to knock out anyway. Throws the rock slide. CMP on the drill run. He lets it go. Oh my God. I did so much. I'm able to save. Florida's one away from a move, which could be nice. Ooh. Oh man, I don't know if I live. I think I just shield. Worst case, I still get to a drill run, I think. I don't know if I get to another. I see that doesn't really matter, but I think I should still get to a drill run in 5. Easy. Oh, you know what we do here. Chat, you know what we do here. It's not really necessary. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of forgot he still had a shield, but I think we're fine. Are we fine? I live bulldoze. Bulldoze is a cope move. Copium. I have a love hate relationship with Tinkaton. It's like so good sometimes, and sometimes it's just so painfully bad. I don't have a love hate relationship with Tinkaton. That's a lie. I have a hate relationship with Bulldoze as a move, and I know that's a strong word. Rise. Hate is a strong word. I know, but I can't help it. That's how I feel about Bulldoze. Oh, Scout with a showcase of plushie redemption. We got a quick queue. I'll get to that plushie redemption. Showed the first one. My top 5 most hated charge moves. Whoa. Or charge attacks. That's a great question, Thorn. Thorn should be like a credentialed PvP journalist with questions like that. EB. Mm. Um, I feel like I'm gonna regret this shield. I probably should have just let it go, farm down with Sea King. But sometimes I just actively try to make the bad play. You guys ever do that? Just actively make the bad play? Um, what do we think? Jump bluff? Oh, it's jump bluff. No, he would come in with jump bluff, wouldn't he? The thief. Oh no, not the boost. That could actually be bad. He's back to normal, but he gets off an icy wind, and now my mud bomb doesn't quite knock out, so I might be in trouble here. I mean, I would throw this anyway at Tink. Do I just lose? Shoot. I'd lose. Sag. So, like I said in the lead scenario, my instinct, my gut instinct was right. Like if I just don't shield Florges, farm down with Seeking, we just win that game. Um, I don't know. I think my brain's a little bit fried right now. Like if we just let it go, we peck down, and he comes in with Thievel most likely, and I just play out that matchup, and then we have Stunfisk on Tink, and it's a pretty comfortable win. But something in my brain was like, let's shield because switch advantage could matter. Thanks everyone for hanging out with me today. We're wrapping up here. It's been a long stream. Maybe that's why my brain's fried. I'm only programmed for 2 hours of battles or less. Top 3 usage at Worlds? Isn't it like Canine, Licky, pretty established? Oh, that's kind of loud. Sorry. Yeah, Canine, Licky, Tink. Blue, yes, we're doing Competitors Cup right now. We started with Great League, trying out Cramorant. That was a lot of fun, but the queue times got a little bit too unbearable. I don't think Thievel will rise to that high of usage. You think, Man of the Planet? I think Thievel's solid, but I think the prevalence of Tink kind of discourages it. Yeah, Rockhaven, Mantine. That'll definitely be common. One of the few things that like deals pretty decent with Tink K9. Soon we could have just like a fox meta. All the different foxes. Ice Relax. I feel like I queue against him most days. Whoa. Dundozo. This goofy looking thing. 5. Throws on alignment is interesting. He's at 8, so he's 1 off Surf. He's dry. I probably get the full Fairy Wind down if I want it. I goofed. I got too cute here. I overfarmed so much that I give him the opportunity to throw 2 water pulses, I think. Okay. Maybe not. Yeah, just what a terrible play. We've definitely been positive on the day, but my plays have just not been there. Just feel what a painful loss. Wow, he lives one fairy wind and I died of one snarl. I deserve to lose though. I just played so sloppy. Ah, yeah, my mind's just not there right now. I'm having trouble concentrating. Like I didn't play that bad, but I had one just absolutely uh abhorrent play, which was the late Stunfisk swap. Like the game's just over. The game's just over if I don't do that. So I threw the game in the mid game. Just like an inexcusable play right there. I just was not the brain was not thinking. Two. Just needed to be silent for a minute there to get my concentration back. You excuse my silence. But we played that game very well. Just needed to focus up. Stop being a potato. Stop playing like a potato. Big turn. Next time you try cleaning your charging port, try using a SIM card opener tool. They've always worked very well. Okay. They'll give that a look. What did they try to catch? Well, that was their only win con. I was going for the catch. And they waited until I had to throw. So they actually would have just won that game if they threw their move, but I just committed to it. So that kind of crazy win, what's crazy about that game is that's a dominant win, right? I didn't even show my third Pokemon. And if he had just thrown his move, his Walrein sweeps me. So definitely a mind game there. Shout out to Kelly Clarkson. We got one last set, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have some fun. Gator. Roar. I saw a YouTube video pop on my recommended of a bunch of Florida police officers tasked with handling an alligator that was at an apartment building. And it was kind of small. It was probably I don't know, 4 feet. But it was still kind of scary. Gator's dry. Oh, nice. Because of you, never stray too far from the sidewalk. Because of you, I stay on the safe side so I don't get hurt. Kelly Clarkson, what a goat, honestly. Can we just talk about Kelly Clarkson, chat? If he takes this, imagine I go Stunfisk like a crazy person. Okay, Rise. Back to his old ways, as we saw previously in the stream, finding the lose condition. Had I just let Seeking go down, that would have been a lot better, but now this is kind of bad. Could argue I should have Chillinged here as well, because maybe I still would have been able to get rid of it. Nice bait. Jeez. In a smoky room, smell of wine and cheap perfume. Please. What? What on earth was that game, dude? Bro, oh my god. The back and forth. Like, me giving up switch was bad. Put me in an awkward spot where I had my Floridas lined up against the Tox. I end up pulling off an epic catch on the Scorching Sense to flip it back in my favor. And I'm waiting for the catch. And then he still catches on me. And then I fully undercharge to give myself the extra Thunder Shock I needed to CMP the Toxapex. That's just like the Rise special. That's like making terrible plays and amazing plays in the same game to win. Oh my god, we've been live for 2.5 hours now. This is crazy. You know what, chat? We have 2 plushie redemptions we're waiting on. I feel like that might be a good way to close out the stream. All right. 2 plushie redemptions. One of my faves. Greetings. Look at this. Look at this thick boy. Look at that tail. The greedy boy. And LeChonk. LeChonk. Look, double LeChonk. LeChonk James, yeah. 2 chonky plushies. All right. I think I'm going to go into queue, but if I don't find a battle within the time I raid Axon, the stream will end. A little all over the place today, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Oh, Axon's not live yet. Axon. Is he waiting for me? Oh, Shiny Feeble. Yo. Oh, he's taking some time off. Wow. I hope everything's okay. I mean, I'll preserve my health here. Another plushie. Dude, do I not have a limit on these plushie redemptions? I'm just joking. Chad, I'm not a betting man. I'm not a gambling man. But if I was, I would bet money that we're going to win this game. It seems like we're in a pretty good spot here. Oh, no. I need to put a limit on this. Dude, I don't even have that many plushies. What on earth? I'm going to come in with Wilson. Honestly, I should probably be baiting here because, like, even if he called a discharge, like, then he'd start after respecting Chilling Waters. We got to use our Florges somewhere, chat. Rise, why are you swapping your Florges into a Tinkaton? Well, we got to use him somewhere. I'm going to no shield, even though it's tempting. Just because he's double debuffed. He, like, has to clear his debuff here. And then I just get more farm. Oh, I like this song. We don't shield, chat. Why don't we shield? Because that could be, like, the only lose condition. Shout out to Michael Bublé. Mish. That is so kind of you. I remember you had a pretty crazy team. You're always running some spicy shenanigans. Your Shadow Magna Zones and whatnot. Oftentimes getting the best of me. Good games as per usual. Oh my god. I've been exposed. We don't have a limit on the Showcase of Plushie redemption. Bro. Guys, I don't even have as many plushies probably as redemptions we have. I'm going to have to grab all of them. Okay. All right. People do not like shielding their mud boys. I guess Disarming Voice might be like more popular right now. Is it Tink again? Now that was an incredible game. Like, let's clap that one up. Like, did you see the technical plays I made there? The way he swapped Gastrodon, the way I threw Trailblaze at Gastrodon and landed it. Like, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but that was some next level stuff. That was a next level play. Dude, how many plushie redemptions were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14. Oh my god. What am I going to do? I miscounted there's 15. Okay. I mean, we're just going to like have to go down the line at this point. Sprigadito. Feraligator. Rar. Horiyama. Quagsire. We've got Fuecoco. Shout out to Paul Lasha. I believe Fuecoco is her favorite Pokemon. Is this Paul Me or Paul Mo? I definitely know the answer, but you guys can let me know in the chat. I think it's Paul Mo. It's me. I totally knew that. I was just testing you. This is London Pikachu from Worlds 2022. This is Mailman Pikachu, right? This is from recent EUIC. Mailman. Litwick. It's lit. Where's his face? It's lit. Gengar, classic. Empoleon. Okay. That's enough for now. The max, the sheer amount of these plushie redemptions have taken away the magic of the plushies, I feel like. Now I'm rushing through it. Fuku-chan, I don't think I have a Milotic plush. Milotic is pretty cool, though. He debuffed me. That was rude. I did not consent to getting debuffed. That farm down's pretty rough, but at least it kind of puts him into like double mud bomb range. And we should be out of double mud bomb range. Oh, it's counter. I was not expecting counter, but I guess in the lead, counter makes more sense. I think I get the farm down here, right? And then we should be fine. Or will we? Wait, he's still so healthy. But I don't think he has that much energy. And I've got double mud bomb already. Oh, no, I don't. Uh-oh. Maybe he felt like he had to call a bait. I'll take it. I'll take it. Chat, you little rascals. I love you, but I'm disappointed in you. Taking advantage of the plushie. No, you didn't do anything wrong, chat. Now I need to put a limit on this plushie redemption. Or I need to get more plushies at Worlds. Or maybe both. TZ Steiner. Okay. I don't get hard punished, which is something. Let's it go. Does Course come back? It does. Course throws, which is kind of nice for me. I'm just going to assume Course is at 100 energy. So now he's at 55. $65. Throws an alignment. So he's 3 away? Yeah, he's 3 away. CMP. Does he shield to get off the Nightshade? He does. Makes sense, because he also keeps the Corsola if he wants to clear up potential Chilling Water debuff. He's super debuffed. Shoot. How low was Corsola? Oh my god. What a game to end it. What a game to end it. 5-0. Thank you, chat. I'd like to thank chat. I'd like to thank Cramorant for inspiring us today with our first 2 sets. I'd like to thank Carmander just because. 32-49. And that's how we end it. Let's go, baby. Yeah, calling the Chilling Water was like kind of crazy, but it's kind of an obvious thing for me to do, right? Because like he has to shield that super boosted Trailblaze. It's like such an obvious you have to shield that you call the Chilling Water bait. which is a risky play. But, like, here's the thing. I was worried if he shielded Trailblaze, then the Dundozo would just sweep and beat my Sea King. So I felt like chilling water, even if he called it, might give me a chance as well. And that ended up being the case. So nice. Plushy Power is right. Chat. Oh my God. Almost a 3-hour stream tonight. This is unbelievable. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. That is going to do it for me. Unfortunately, our queue times may now be completely crazy. Will we have a stream tomorrow? I don't know. I think tomorrow maybe late night rise if we have a stream at all. Because I do kind of want to go to raid hour tomorrow. So tomorrow's stream may or may not happen. I could also go live earlier than normal. But we will have to see. I see LW Josh. I see LNDS Arreo. I see Schmeedy PvP. What are we thinking, chat? Arreo and Josh, I think, are doing show 6, which is great. But Schmeedy might be doing some Cramorant gameplay. So I'll send you guys to him. I'm not super familiar with Schmeedy PvP, but I have seen him streaming around these parts. So thank y'all once again. Oh, also, yeah, to answer the Thorns. Sorry, I didn't answer Thorns' top 5 most hated charge attacks question. So sorry, Lurks. I couldn't think of that off the top of my head. And someone asked where I got this shirt from. What brand is it? I couldn't tell you. I got this from TikTok shop. Okay. Farewell, everyone. Erickson, yo. See you, dude.